You know, I was reading something today, and I ran across an article saying that they were going to make an Uncle Ruckus movie. You know, and if you guys aren't familiar with Uncle Ruckus, he's a character on the Boondock show. I believe he's to come on, was it Comedy Central? No, not Comedy Central. He's to come on Adult Swim. That's right. And you know, the Uncle Ruckus character, it is funny. You know, sometimes the guy that plays that character, he says some outrageous, you know, wild stuff. And, you know, basically the whole character is based around, you know, pretty much what you would call an Uncle Tom, Sambo, handkerchief head, whatever derogatory word you want to use for a black person that pretty much worships white people. And that's basically the theme around the character. And, you know, I was reading that they were trying to come out with a movie for it. I guess they don't have all the money for it. So they're actually asking people to donate money, you know, see if this will really be an actual project that will gross any money. So they ask people to, you know, give them the feedback, let them know what they think about it, you know, donate money. And some people are upset about it, you know. Some people are saying, you know, it's offensive. They've done a couple of skits about it. And the skits I've seen were, you know, pretty funny. And but you know, some people are upset about it. Don't want the movie out there. They feel like it puts a bad stereotype or a bad influence on black folks here in this country. And then you have people who don't give a shit. They find it funny. You know, they want to see the movie. And you know, from my opinion, I see how people will be offended, but I think this character, it needs to offend some black people, because you have a lot of black people here in this country who think and act just like this character. The old Uncle Ruckus syndrome, where you feel like, you know, the white man is just the cream of the crop. Nothing is better than a white woman. And you basically dog, degrade, and shit on your own people. And I see it right here on YouTube. You know, black folks, you know, just talking about their own people. A guy that I'm not going to name that consistently bashes black women, you know, and just, you know, tons of other people who just basically shit on the black community. They don't talk about both sides. They just basically throw a whole bunch of negative connotations on the black community. And, you know, I think this character needs to be seen. You know, as far as a movie, I wouldn't really go with that. If anything, I would go with a TV show. I think that would be more marketable. But, you know, I really don't care about it. You know, the character is funny. The character, I feel like, has a certain type of message that needs to be got across. I feel like especially black people need to pay attention to this. And just, you know, in general, as a whole show of the Boondocks, I think it's a very intelligent show. I think it's more intelligent than people actually realize, because what you have in that show is you have the Sambo black man that basically dogs out his own people but worships white people because of the Willie Lynch syndrome or just self-hate, and I can go on and on with that. And then you have the character Riley, which represents the young youth right now, African American males and women, you know, that basically are just brainwashed by the hip-hop society and the media, and just basically being followers and not being raised as men. And then you have part of the youth and just black society as a whole, which I think is represented through the character Huey, that are actually conscious about what's going on. You know, knows the tricks and the trades and the things that are put upon our people to basically mess us up as a whole. So I think the Boondocks really shows a lot of the ignorance that comes out of our community. It shows the intelligence, but it shows the ignorance also. And it's a really well-balanced show. You know, it's funny as hell. I laugh every time I see it. I own the DVDs. But I like the message that comes across from it, because you get a wide range of perspectives from it. And you really get to basically look at your community right through a cartoon. You know, you see the ignorance, you see the intelligence, you see the miseducation symbols and slangs and everything that we basically do within our culture that's not right, and some that is right. But you know, I will leave a link in the description box so y'all can check out some of the clips, or you know, the trailer or whatever. And you know, for y'all that watch the Boondocks, you know, let me know what y'all feel about this. Do you find it offensive of them taking the Uncle Ruckus character and making a movie out of it? Do you not care? Do you think people need to see it? And what do you just feel about the overall show? But y'all hit me up. Let me know. I'm out, y'all. Peace.